What's up? What's up? What's up? Rick Paulton, Ryan Inman. No Brewster. We're missing Brewster. But Josh is here, always the first to comment. What's up, Josh?
Hey, Josh.
Bruce may or may not be here. I don't know.
Is he on the lam again?
He might be on the lam. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. He told me when we get ready to go live, I'm going to talk to you about something. I don't remember what it was. So let me know that he was going to be here, and then now he's not here. He wants us to suffer alone.
Well.
In our
So, of course, like, say we have, like, a guest like Melanie Kinnaman on again or something.
Yeah.
He would never no-show that. But this week?
He doesn't want to do this, I guess. After watching these movies, I don't know if I can blame him. Oh, man.
Who does, but we're still here.
We got to do it. We got to get it done. We got to do them all until they're all done.
So close.
So close to being finished. The penultimate review of Hellraiser films.
Yeah.
And I have high hopes for this remake. I really do. I think that's going to actually be a good movie. I really think I'm going to like that. I hope I'm going to like that.
I have not watched it because
I have not either.
I think we had just started doing this show when that came out, but I'm like, oh wait, one day we'll cover that on the show, and I'll wait to watch it, and lo and behold.
Yeah, I think our first episode when we did Hellraiser, I was thinking about watching that so I'd be able to talk about that as well.
Yeah.
And I think I fell asleep, so I didn't see it. And then after that, we did the show, so I had no really reason to get to it yet.
I'm glad we didn't
eventually get to it.
I'm glad we didn't cover that then, because again, the first Hellraiser easily fit an hour. We could talk about that for 2 hours.
I was just gonna watch it just for like a frame of reference, like some things they might have changed, which we can always do vice versa when we review this one, you know.
Yeah, I'm sure once we get to that one, we'll cross-reference and do whatever. Going to be some parallels to the first one we're going to talk about tonight later, but I don't want to dive right into that just yet.
I was watching. What's up, T? How you doing? Oh man! So I was watching the second of these two films the other night after I watched the first one. What's up, Megan? How's it going? I passed out 5 minutes into it, and I woke up, and Tubi automatically played the first Hellraiser. So rather than turning that off and go to watch the movie I was supposed to watch, I'm just going to watch Hellraiser because it's great, and these aren't.
I mean, it just, the deeper we've gotten into these, and we're all the way deep. We're all the way at the bottom of the ocean. It just, my appreciation for the original is so much higher even now.
Yes. What's up, Brewster? Brewster, late to the class.
Yeah, some technical difficulty. Sorry, guys.
All good. We was toughing through it.
That's a paddling.
Yeah. Tiki says, time again, lady boys. Tiki. I told Tiki last week, I was like, dude, you were like a highlight of the show, man. You're fucking coming with the heat all day. He was in rare form. He was in rare form last week. It was great. Speaking of Tiki, he opened up a shop on the Talking Tapes page to sell some shirts. And I got me a orange shirt with the giant Tiki face on it.
Oh, nice.
And it's just amazing. I recommend you guys do the same.
Are you talking to us or the audience?
Both. Yeah. I mean, if you haven't got one, you should get one too. But yes, the audience, everybody. I think everybody should have a shirt with Tiki's face on it. And if enough of us locally get a shirt with Tiki's face on it, we'll grab Tiki and we'll go somewhere all wearing said shirts with Tiki's face on them.
Yeah.
And that could be fun.
Make him look like a big star.
Tiki is a big star.
Or not, or a cult leader.
Oh, more that. Or a star cult leader.
A star guy, absolutely. What's up, Rebecca? She says, "Where's her boy at?" I imagine she's talking about the cat that's back there somewhere that'll make a run in.
Yeah, he'll come up later. Also, later on tonight, I'm going to be listing some of these on our page.
Okay.
Everybody needs one of these. Everybody also needs one of these.
if you're gonna get one of those, you might as well get one of these.
And everybody also needs one of these.
One.
So,
I don't know if I think I could put those on the website too. I got to look into that, but we'll talk about that later. You can put them on the Whole Day Manchilada page, and they can message to purchase them in that fashion. And then otherwise, I will see if I can do that. JP Cross in the house. What's up, brother?
My permanent road trip begins in about a month and a half, and I need gas money.
Well, JP Cross says he needs a Roy. Well, reach out to Ryan. He'll hand deliver it to you.
Yeah, I'm still in town for about 6 more weeks.
6 more weeks.
Yep.
So let him know, and he could definitely help you out.
And help me out too.
Roy, I am going up to Motor City Nightmares.
Yeah.
If any of you gents would like to tag along.
I
don't know if I'm going the Saturday, July 26th or the Sunday, July 27th, but one or the other. And JP just got back from Superman. Yes, I just got back from Superman as well because I had to get a palate cleanser on this fucking film.
Yeah.
Quick question about Detroit.
Yeah.
Are you going for pizza either of those days if you go?
If I go on Saturday, yes, they're closed on Sunday.
So if you go Saturday, I'll go. If you go Sunday, I won't.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. There's also that tomatoes place that he's posted pictures of, and if that's in the loop too, we'll also try that.
My thing is though, I got to get Freddy's one more time before I move because I'm moving even further away.
Yeah.
So I got to get what I know.
So the Superman where we went to see it, they were doing some kind of thing where they had like cars from the movie. They had a cop car and a taxi thing, and then they had like a red carpet, and then they had like vendors set up for like the Superman fun. They're building a 8-foot tall Superman statue downtown Cleveland. And the guys that run the Superman Society, they were there. Merch guys were there. Press was there. A guy that I thought for a second was James Gunn was there. It looked just like him, and like it would make sense, because they shot the movie here. But I went to the Phoenix and North Olmsted, of course, because for the price of less than one IMAX ticket, I got me and Ricky into their version of IMAX.
Mm-hmm.
And it was amazing. It's quite possibly the greatest comic book movie ever, and I recommend that everybody see it.
Cleveland's become like a second home for James Gunn, it seems. He likes this one.
Well, those tax breaks are huge.
Oh, yeah. It's just cheaper in general, too, even on top of that.
Yeah. So, Brewster, did you get to rewatch these movies?
Judgment, yes. Like I stuck to my plan. I will not rewatch Revelations. It's a one and done for me.
After watching it, I don't blame you, man.
It's
we'll get into it, but
it was because I didn't want to. I was hoping to miss over the Hellraiser Revelations talk.
Oh, that's why you were late. You were trying
to
get through that and not have to suffer.
No. Yeah.
Oh, the suffering has never been more apt than these.
No, the movie was just awful.
All right, might as well just jump into it. I mean, let's see.
Sounds like he wants to.
Megan says they're both one and done. Yeah, we got to pull the Band-Aid off, as Megan says. So, Revelations. I got notes.
It's the first one without Doug Bradley. Clive Barker's involvement, I think.
AKA Part 9.
Well, speaking of Clive Barker, what was the quote that he said?
Oh.
Can I take this one?
Yeah.
Do you know the quote?
Yeah, he said he didn't even wipe his butthole with it.
Close. That's almost what he said. They said they quoted him on the box of the movie saying that from the mind of Clive Barker. And he said, and I'm paraphrasing, he said, not only did this not come from my mind, this didn't even come from my asshole, my butthole.
That's right.
like, dude, it's got to be bad for him to just come out with that. And again, and Brewster said this is the first one without Doug Bradley. I don't know, man. I mean, $350,000 budget. Victor Garcia was the director. Nothing that he's ever done. I've got nothing for any of the actors. Did you guys recognize any of these people?
Yeah, from my garbage can.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
The Emma is her name. The main
Emma,
girl.
was the sister. Yeah.
I recognize her from somewhere. I can't place it though. So, but she looked familiar. Nobody else did.
Teenage sister that had to be 30 fucking 5. right?
She looked 25, 30. Maybe.
She was way older. And so the movie starts, and it's got like this found footage feel going. I don't like found footage movies, but I know a lot of people do. So I'm like, well, maybe it's a little different. This might be okay, you know? And then we see Pinhead for the first time, and I'm like, this is fan film Pinhead.
Yes.
And then I got a little note here that says it's going to be hard for Ryan to come up with 5 bad things for this movie. Not because there's not way more than 5, but if you still got 5 after we're done shitting all over this movie, I will be impressed, because I just think we got it's just so bad. It's so bad.
This will be spoiler heavy to spare anybody from watching this fucking.
Yeah. Well, you know.
When it's a movie this old, we don't even. We don't give a spoiler alert.
But nevertheless, and with this one, I want to beg people to not watch. You know how I begged you, don't watch The Fog, don't watch the Crow remake. Yes, I never want this to be seen by human eyes again. I would watch both of those on loops back to back before watching this again. But
what?
So they try to placate to us with the Easter eggs. One family's named the Cravens and one family's named the Bradleys. It's like, I like shit like that normally, but Megan says you can make a whole book on how bad this movie is, and for some reason it's not showing. There we go. You can make a whole book on how bad this movie is. Hey, look, JP's in her profile picture. Look at that. Oh, man. So, quote from Clive Barker, got that. This was made in 3 weeks total, start to finish in production.
They had to hammer it out, and I think they shot it like 11 days or something. Like
That's it, 11 days.
Yeah. And then they edited it in like a week.
I don't think it was even that long.
Yeah, which is crazy, because usually the editing process is 3 times the shooting process. Yeah,
well, and some of those 3 weeks was scouting locations and things like that. I mean, this 3 weeks was like from start to finish.
Yeah.
Which is insane. JP says he's special. Yes, you are, sir. Speaking of JP, after the show tonight, tune into YouTube. He's going to be going live with a live episode of the Cine Nerds, and they are going to be reviewing Craven, which I thought the trailer looked really good, but I heard very bad things about it. Did either one of you guys see that?
I got halfway through it. I got to finish it.
Yeah, one of those. Okay.
It was the first one of the few Marvel movies I didn't go see in theaters.
I'm not a Marvel comic book movie kind of guy, so
you should still be a Superman kind of guy.
Yeah,
you should.
I can take it or leave it.
Tiff says hi, Brewster. You are special, JP. Megan said, okay. So then we see that they're hammering the pins in the one pinhead, and then there's another pinhead. So we got more than one pinhead. That was kind of different, right?
I'll elaborate on that a little bit more later.
And then when the family, after whatever happens with the 2 boys, and they're gone, they're missing, and one of them shows up and they think they're being robbed or whatever. They're all nervous. They can't go outside because they think people are out there, and the phone lines are cut. It's 2011, and not a soul in that house has a cell phone. They're rich as shit too.
Yeah, and real quick, I'll add right away. Oh no, all the cars are gone. Oh darn it! You know, that's the reaction. Oh darn.
Yeah, some of the worst acting ever.
It's not even the acting; it's the writing too. It's just like, dude, if I was at your house, Rick, and I went outside and both of our fucking cars were gone,
we're freaking out, right?
Yeah. If one of our cars were gone alone, it'd be like, oh shit. But both? Yeah.
That actually happened at my house with Chris's Jeep.
Oh yeah.
We went out to where it used to be, and we were, what the fuck? and Tiff says she will let Bart know you were on live, Brewster. Yeah, please.
Yeah, I went to high school with her, and I used to work with her husband. Bart's very near and dear. So Tiff, tell Bart, man, I said hello.
Yeah, get all those people to watch. The more, the merrier. Oh yeah, and if I could digress for a second, we've gotten like a bunch of orders for T-shirts, and I'm very happy about that. I want to thank everybody that has ordered. We're going to be giving away a 8x10 signed by the late great Bob Elmore. And we're gonna do that on Chainsaw Massacre Day, August 18th, or right around there if we don't go live right on that day. But we're gonna do a bunch of Texas Chainsaw stuff next month. We got a couple things planned. But we're gonna give that away then. Anybody that's ordered will be up to that point will be entered. We'll do the live one here. I'll put a little gimmick wheel thing so you can see everything's on the up and up. And all the people that have ordered, except one, your order has shipped. I don't know if you've gotten a notification for that or not, but you should have. Everything's shipped. You should be getting it soon. And when you do get your stuff, take a picture with your shirts, message the page. We want to see it and let us know what you think of them. And back to this movie. Let's see. They made this because, and I thought this was the one that they did it, so they didn't lose the rights to Hellraiser. So that's why the 11-day thing. But when Friday the 13th did that, we got a fucking, I think, a phenomenal film. I don't know where you're at in that, Brewster, but Jason X, are you a Jason X guy? Me and Ryan are.
Yeah,
but yeah, we got that. And it was.
I like it more than Rick even.
Yeah. Well, I like it a lot.
That's happened before too with the original Fantastic Four back in the early 90s. Remember, they made it and vaulted it just so nobody else could make it for a while.
Oh, that horrible one.
Yeah.
They
didn't even. They had no. The casting crew had no intentions of never getting released.
Right. They said they denied its existence for years.
Yeah.
And
they should have done that with this one.
Megan says the whole story was a mess and the acting was just atrocious.
With Megan on that one.
Right on. I got Emma Looks 30. We already talked about that. And then that's a kind of a, I don't know, we'll eventually get into that, maybe. So when the one guy gets shot outside, the whole family runs outside to help him. What were they supposed to do? Get shot with him?
Pretty much.
On a personal note,
would have been a shorter movie. I mean,
that actually happened to me in real life. I didn't get shot though, but I was outside and my brother shot this guy. This is a thing that happened. Whatever, it happens to the best of us. But my best friend was at the house and he runs out because he hears the gunshot. Because before I went out, I told him, my brother's here. He's got a gun. He's mad at me because of blah, blah, blah. If you hear something, do something. He runs out the house. And like later that night, I said, dude, what are you supposed to do? Go get killed with me? I meant call me a fucking ambulance. If you heard the gunshot, but nevertheless. But yeah. Oh, and then I wrote in big letters, please God, don't let the next one be a sequel to this one. Like, please don't make me do this again.
Yeah.
And yeah, okay.
Okay.
And go ahead, Ryan. I know you got some thoughts on this.
Oh, I do.
Now I know you were going with we're talking about comparing it to the first one now that I read my notes.
Hated the opening. Not a found footage guy myself. And not only that, it was blatantly like herky-jerky, like moving the camera around.
Yes, with our cell phone with a camera.
Like, why? They
had to make you know that it was found footage, man.
Yes, but I could ascertain that within a minute. But we didn't really know.
A steady cam shot and put the little gimmicks on the screen to let you know it's a camcorder.
We didn't know it was found footage until 7-8 minutes into it, when then we see one of the parents watching it on the camcorder.
Which also would have sufficed.
Which is a huge fucking plot hole, by the way, and I'll get to that. Because it's been like a year, roughly, since like these two guys disappeared. And also, let me add, they're both very unlikable people that I have no sympathy for either of them. One is worse than the other, but they're both awful.
Yeah.
Both the actors are awful. So now it's been a year. They've been gone. But somehow the parents have the camcorder and the lament configuration, and they've had this whole time. How? I know that the girl said something about a private investigator, like offhand for like 2 seconds, but that still doesn't explain how they got that shit.
Yeah, because wasn't their car stolen?
That's now.
No, the kids' cars. They went out like, oh shit, where's my car? Yeah. So they couldn't have found it in the car when they, tracked down the car.
No. So it just doesn't make sense. Like, that's a huge plot hole right there. I was thinking somehow that would tie together later, and that might, but it never happened. I guess I gave it too much credit because I'm willing to give the benefit of the doubt to anything until it, gives me a reason otherwise. So, and that's just a major plot hole to me. How could they even have this? How? It doesn't make sense. A lot about this doesn't make sense too. Two, we talked about Pinhead making a Pinhead Jr. instead of a new Cenobite. Like, that's
Right.
one of the cool things about some of the other Hellraiser movies are shitty, but at least we see cool, creative new Cenobites in like 3 and 4.
And some we could just laugh at.
Yeah,
but they were different and they were talking points.
But it was interesting.
Yeah.
Making and the Pinhead we get in this movie is bad enough as it is, but
yeah,
he's beyond great value. But making the great value version of the great value version in addition is just terrible.
Tiki says we're making this movie sound so fun.
Now
I don't think you'll even like this, Tiki.
No,
there's no way.
No, not him.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Anyone. No, nobody can talk this film up.
We're trying to save you guys.
Now this Pinhead,
doing God's work tonight.
Yeah,
this Pinhead is so bad. They should have, and we'll talk about it in the next one. But they had him on screen way too much. They didn't modulate his voice, and he sounds like a lisping Pinhead, like "You summoned us." Like,
I think they did. They did have a voice for Pinhead. I think in the credits. I think they did try to do that. It just
it wasn't modulated, Rick. Just somebody else voiced it over.
Oh, okay. I don't know what modulated means. Okay, right on. Cool. Now I have an idea. Context clues. I can figure it out.
They modulated it in the other one.
Yeah,
it was a much better idea. But yeah, he was on screen way too much. He looked like not even the guy that wins the cosplay contest, but the guy that comes in 5th. Like, that's what this Pinhead looked like. I've seen ones at conventions that look way better.
Yeah,
it looked like a generic baby doll head, like the shape with just pins in it. And he talked with a lisp. You summoned us. Like, it's Sylvester the fucking cat and Pinhead, It's just so bad. And then we have like the callback to Uncle Frank in the first one where he comes back but he has no skin.
And he's what's her name?
Right. And then
he makes out with his sister, doesn't he?
Yeah. That's like the first.
She's all for it too.
Yeah, that's what's fucked
that's
up.
the problem, because he's really not her brother, but we don't know that yet.
Doesn't matter. They still do that.
He doesn't know that. Yeah. So for him to do, just like the Uncle, Frank, come to daddy, But at least in that, there was at least some indication because there was blood and it wasn't a good job, In this one, though, the kid's skin was perfectly on. There's no effect. They probably just didn't have time or money to do that, but there's no indication. So they're trying to hit us with this big twist, but then it just turns into a whining crybaby soliloquy that goes on and on and on and on and on. To what end? There's no. And then we get the double twist at the end where the other dad shoots him, and then they take his wife because there's a debt of flesh to be paid, and by God it will be. And they're like, leave the girl, she'll come on her own later. Just ugh.
Tiki, this one had Stephen Smith Collins. The next one had the guy that was at Ohio Terracon.
Yeah, this guy was terrible in this one.
Absolutely horrible. Didn't look like him. He looked off. Yeah, and then so I was like, I got that. So they tried to recreate a lot of the plot points from the first movie, which
they did.
It's just horrible. Bruce, got anything you want to talk about in this horrible movie?
No. I mean, it made me want to hang myself. That's what on alive myself because we're going to be on YouTube. So it's the freakiest part was probably the chick making out with her brother, which wasn't her brother, but still, I just fucking no.
Tiki, we'll probably about 5 or 10 more minutes, and we'll at the most, and we'll be on to that one. But yeah, I definitely want to hear that Paul Taylor story you're talking about. This is exactly what I said in my review about Nico and Frank. Yeah, it's just horrible. Yeah, so it's just so bad. It's so bad. there's no way you have anything good to say about this movie. There's no top 5.
No, there's nothing in there, nothing whatsoever.
There's no top 1 good.
I know one thing. One thing. I'll say one thing.
One thing. All right.
This isn't necessarily a good thing, but I commend them after so many spec script transfers that they actually tried to make a Hellraiser movie. They didn't do a good job, but they tried to.
Yeah. This is the only one that from start to finish was a Hellraiser movie in the last
in a long time. Yes. I mean, it hurts to defend it even a little bit like that, but at least they tried. It sucked, but they tried.
I like that it was quick, and then I didn't have to watch it twice to understand it. It was it was there. It was on the nose.
It was 75 minutes, but it felt like it dragged.
It felt like Endgame, except not good.
And a third of the actual length. Just if you guys want a true Hellraiser story, check out the Hellraiser comic series done by Clyde back in 2011. I will check that out. Brought it all to a satisfying conclusion because he's an amazing artist. So hopefully you drew it too.
Also, when nobody's brought this up yet, I hated the dirty homeless guy that shows up at the bar and giving him the lament configuration. It was a total ripoff of the guy in part 1 that eats the bugs. It seemed like they were going for that too. Another parallel.
And he had the line. He had the line from the Asian guy.
Always
been yours. Yeah.
It's,
so they combined both of those things together. They just said, we're going to take all these things from this great movie, shoehorn them into this thing, and people are going to maybe like it because they were like hardcore fans of it and just fan service, but just executed so bad.
Oh, it was definitely executed poorly. Now, a couple.
Charles says she can come on and do a review of those comics with this. We might do that. That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, I'd be down for that. I got to read them though. I will give one more little bit of credit for this. I thought some of the effects were actually pretty good. Towards the end, when she gets her throat like ripped, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it seemed like they had some practical effects, and this movie and the next movie, I think, were both directed by special effects guys.
Yeah, the next one most certainly was. Some of the effects in this were actually pretty good.
Right on.
So there you go. I said 2 sort of positive things about this pile of garbage.
Yeah, was there anything? Was there anything on the negative list that we didn't get to? That we didn't
covered pretty much everything.
Yeah, so we're going to grade this movie. Brewster, you want to go first? He gives it that. We need a letter grade, though. What do you got?
Oh, can we go lower than F?
I'm going to. It's an F minus. It's the worst movie I've ever seen.
Z?
No.
The absolute worst movie I've ever seen.
No, it's bad. It's absolutely an F. But it's not F minus. It's still better than Jason Goes Down.
Yeah, you're the only one in the world that's going to say that. Literally the only one in the world. And now Ryan is frozen. Cool. Oh, he's back.
I'll live on that island. That's cool.
Even the most hater of haters that watches it, the Fog remake's better. The Fog remake's better.
Get out of here.
I swear to God it is. And the Crow remake's better. And you know how I felt about that. I don't remember when I graded the Crow remake. I did that solo, so I might have forgot to grade it. But it's so bad. G for garbage, says Josh. Z says Megan. So, yeah, this is the worst movie ever reviewed on this show because nobody's ever given 2 movies an F. S for shit show, Paula says. How you doing, Paula? Oh, man, it's so bad. So we are going to move on.
It's bad. It's really bad, but it's not Time Machine bad. So, if you understand the reference. Brewster, do you know what you know what I mean?
No.
I
didn't that Time Machine movie?
Huh?
That would you say Time Machine bad?
Yeah.
From like what, the 70s or something?
No. No, if something is so bad that you wish you had a time machine to a minute before you watch it, you just kill yourself instead.
Oh yeah. It's close, buddy.
No, it's not Time Machine bad, but it's bad.
All right.
I will say this. I'll never watch it again. Unless it's like a paid Patreon.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to pay me to watch this one again.
Yeah, I don't think you can pay me to watch it again.
It's rough.
And then it would be more like a commentary thing. But just in my own time, no, it's bad. It's absolutely an F, and it's neck and neck with another one that's for the bottom of my list. It might not be the bottom, but it's neck and neck with another one.
All right. So in this series, there's one that might be worse.
There's one that's neck and neck with it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, let's see if it's this next one. This was shot the same year, right? Or was that the last two?
That was the last two. This one, the one we just talked about was 2011. The one we're going to talk about now is 2018.
Okay,
Yeah, it came out a while later.
I didn't write it. Let's see. I got separate notes on this page.
7 and 8 were both made in 2005. Or actually, that's when they were.
Halloween Ends, Charles.
Halloween Ends is much better than Revelation. I liked Halloween Ends.
Oh, we got to do before we
yet.
jump into 10. We got to do our part 9.
Oh, we got to do our thing. I mean, is it even worth doing? Is it better than Friday the 13th at Jason X?
It's not Jason X. This
10,
is part
right?
9. Part 9.
Oh, this is 9? I thought it was 10. Okay, so yeah, you're gonna say yes, it's better than Friday the 13th 9.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely not.
That's fine. But anything is better than Jason Goes to Hell for me. So don't need anything is better than that. So don't. It's not a ringing endorsement of Hellraiser 9. It's hating on Friday the 13th 9.
So is it better than does Nightmare on Elm Street have a 9? No, right?
Yeah.
Was that the remake?
The remake. It's not better than that.
It's not better than the remake.
No.
Absolutely not. And that movie is horrible.
Yeah, the remake to Nightmare on Elm Street isn't good, but it's still better than this.
Is it better than Texas Chainsaw 9, which, if my math is right, is the 2022 one?
I never saw it.
Yeah, me neither.
One on Netflix?
Never saw it.
Exclusive one?
Never saw it.
All right. Since me being the only one that's seen it and a very big Texas Chainsaw fan, yeah, that movie is hated by almost anybody that's seen it, and it's 100 times better than this. 100,000 times better than this. It's not even close.
All right. What about Rob Zombie's Halloween?
Is that the 9th one?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's way better than this.
It's not way better.
Way better, miles ahead.
It's not miles ahead. It's a step.
If I ranked this with all of the other slasher, it's the worst. There's nothing worse. I can't even make an argument. This next one, yeah, I can give you that, but so it's pretty bad. Let's see, we got a couple things going over here. Let's see. Amen, Brewster. Halloween Ends is so fucking fun. I won't listen to this blasphemy. I hope the day never comes when I have to choose between either one of those. Halloween Ends is solid. Thanks, JP. I think it is. I just think it would have been better as the movie after that. Like the way they did Friday the 13th final chapter, Jason dies, and then the next one's the imposter guy, which they were definitely ripping him off, so you might as well go all the way with it. Tiki, ask yourself, was he ever alive? Because he said that Charles is dead to him. And JP loves that Texas Chainsaw. I don't love it, but I don't hate it.
I've never seen it.
It's problems.
I never got around to it.
It's decent. It's worth watching. It really is. Nightmare on Elm Street 2010. Yes, we were talking about that comparative to this. I promise you, this movie's worse.
It is. It's worse. Yeah.
All right. So next one, we got Revelations, and this is the one I fell asleep watching.
Revelations.
We just did Revelations. This one's called
Judgment.
I'm sorry. So I fell asleep watching this, and all of those weird, like, echoey parts were like really, because I have sleep apnea, so I don't get all the way asleep ever. So like this is like ringing in my head while I'm sleeping, and it's like real weird because of the way their voices are in those parts. But that was probably more entertaining than the movie. So I fell asleep, and then Tubi plays the next movie and just threw on Hellraiser, the first one. So I stayed up and watched that after I woke up. I didn't go back and watch this. So, in this one, the first Cenobite guy that they show with the lashes all over his face, come to find out that's the director of the film.
Yes, it is. The auditor.
I liked him. I thought he looked really cool. I liked his
creepy.
character. He was the best actor in the movie, I thought.
He looked like somebody from a 1990s like Nine Inch Nails music video.
Funny you said that. In my notes, this whole movie had bad 90s to 2000 metal video vibe.
Yeah.
Mushroom Head video set.
Yeah.
I can show you some Mushroom Head videos that use almost this exact set. But yeah, so I got the first Cinema guy looks pretty cool, very intriguing. Acting for him is a plus here. The second guy, the fat and gross dude, well, he was fat and gross, and that kind of adds to it too. So I'm with it. And then my comment about the set, and then 15 to 20 minutes goes by, and we see the credits. I'm like, oh my God, this is only the open. Then we have Heather Langenkamp, which is the only actor I wrote down. And she's in this movie, of course, taking a page out of Robert Englund's book and whoring herself out for a check. 45 seconds she's in the movie. And then I wrote the detectives are brothers, and then I got another page of notes that I can't find.
Well, let's talk about the open.
Okay.
It's fucking gross, man.
Yeah, it is, dude. The whole
like, there's been other Hellraiser movies that were gory and a little gross, but not gross, just nasty like that.
Not human centipede vibes, right?
No. And you know me. One of the things that gets to me is like puke stuff.
I don't like that either.
I hate
to watch it. If somebody throws up, I'll throw up. Ugh.
And then they eat it.
The two things that really get to me,
then they eat it. Absolutely, yes.
Is puke and like eyeball stuff. Those are like the two that just skeeve me out real bad. But I have to say though, this opening sequence, this whole auditor guy, I like the character a lot.
The beginning of Judgement was the only good part of this movie. Yeah,
it's something interesting, and he's a new character, but he fits right in to the Hellraiser universe, I think. Mm-hmm. And I think the whole trial jury kind of thing, it has a good Hellraiser feel to it.
Right. With that auditor guy, that was the look they wanted to go with for the priest in this.
Hmm.
They were going to change it all up, and then people hated all over it and didn't want to do it. But he liked the way the guy looked so much. He was like, I got to find somewhere to put him. And I'm glad he did, because he looked fucking awesome.
See, now, we don't see Pinhead yet, but I'm cool with everything in this open. Like, it's gross, and it's not my thing because I don't like gross out stuff, but I actually thought the opening, like, sequence was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was decent. It was decent. A lot of the characters, you could tell that this guy is an effects guy, because he really went all out with a lot of the characters. Set design was kind of cheap, though. I mean, it really looked like a haunted house that we've been to, or something like that.
Sure, but let me ask you though, what could they have done?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not that guy.
If he's just strapped to a chair and on trial to be sliced up or whatever,
Some of the rooms just look like literal haunted house rooms to me.
You could go minimalistic with this though, and I don't think that's a problem.
And Bethany says, are we still on Hellraiser? Since you're joining us late, you missed the worst movie ever made, Hellraiser Revelations. Now we're on to Hellraiser Judgment.
Yes.
The last one before the remake, yes.
So, yeah, the open was cool, I thought. Not great, but it was okay. And then the bell rang. Then we're back to cop stuff. And which is back to 9 Inch Nails. We have the biggest, cheapest, great value version of 7 that I've ever seen, which is basically what they're going for. They have this killer, and he's going to 10 commandments instead of the 7 sins, but it's the same fucking thing. And the two detectives, the older one and the younger one,
they're brothers.
Yeah, well, that's the different part. In 7, only one of them was a brother.
He's looking at the time code so he can use this for the clip later. Oh, man.
But in this one, they both are.
Yeah, and like that'll never happen. Your partner's not gonna be your brother. It's not gonna happen.
No.
But I mean, I've seen much worse in this series than that.
unless you're in like Hickville somewhere where you're the only two cops on the force.
So when the one detective ends up in the same position as the guy in the open, they don't show how he got there, right? He's just there. Did I miss something?
I'm trying to remember how he got there.
I just the detectives are detecting and doing detective shit, and the next scene he's in the chair. They're detecting. That's what detectives do. They detect.
They detect.
And Megan says it felt like two movies mashed together. Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit.
Because you have the whole thing with the Cenobites on one hand, and then the whole thing trying to find this killer on the other hand. And we've already, how many times in this franchise have we had the hard-boiled detective?
That's what I said. We've had that a lot.
Or the whole premise of Inferno.
Yeah.
Right.
The Inferno, and then we had the detective or the investigative reporter, Kari Werder, in the one. You know, it's detecting, it's investigating. It just yeah. There's cop stuff going on. You know, the one with what's his nuts with Dean Winters. There's cops and detectives in that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. This one. So what did you think of? So we got a new Pinhead. We got Paul Taylor. Who was that Pirates
Much better. Much better.
Right on.
I thought better than the last.
Very good look. Yeah, I thought his look was good. He was I read that Doug Bradley was asked to give him some advice about how to play the character, and I guess the director said that this guy had like parts of Ralph Fiennes. That's not how you say his name. It's spelled Ralph, but it's something else.
Yeah, I know.
The DCS guys were just talking about this on their show with this guy. And some other real good actor. And he said, well, since he's that great, why am I going to bother? Yeah, much better than Revelation's Pinhead. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, this guy, too, not only did he look better, it sounded better because they actually put a modulator on the voice, and it sounded more authoritative than the "You summoned us" from the last one. Just
right on. So, anything that you wanted to talk about in this, Brewster?
I actually dug this one. I like the mythology in there that they try to add in at the end there about the kind of angels and demons working together to steer people into the good by having the Cenobites punish the evil ones. I kind of like that, and I liked what happened with Pinhead or the priest at the end of it. You know?
Yeah, I didn't hate this movie at all.
No,
I don't know if I liked it, but I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
It definitely won't be last in our rankings.
No. It won't be last, but it'll be closer to last than it will first.
Yeah, there was some good stuff. Again, the opening was really cool. Again, not my cup of tea, but if that's your cup of tea, I bet you liked it a lot. I bet you liked it a lot if you're into that gross stuff.
The gross out stuff is not for me, and I screwed up. I was actually eating lunch when I put it on.
Oh. But for the type of people that like that type of thing, that's the type of thing those people like.
I did have to put my food down. I did, legitimately, for about 20, 30 minutes, and then it just turned into a regular movie at that point. And then I ate my potatoes. So there.
Charles says, God, he was there are no words to describe this dude as Pinhead.
He's Charles did
Revelations guy. I'm sorry.
He's way better than the guy that was in Part 9.
So Tiki was supposed to tell us something about Paul Taylor, and then he didn't. So he said he had a real cool Paul Taylor story when we get to this. So we'll see if we get there. Do you have a list of things that you liked and disliked about this movie?
I didn't make a list, but there's things I did like about it. Definitely more so than the last one. Again, the opening scene and the atmosphere felt more like a Hellraiser movie until the whole detective thing came in.
Yeah. Well, isn't that like, that's not like the good Hellraiser movies, but the detective thing is kind of a thing that they went through with this, with the Hellraiser movie.
I guess it doesn't make it any more interesting.
No, but it's it's not a new concept in the series. What's up, Grizz?
I thought the production value altogether was worlds better in this than the last one. The last one just felt, it was made for cheap, and it showed. It felt cheap. This one didn't feel as cheap.
You missed our talk about Hellraiser Revelations, probably on purpose, because it's the worst movie ever made. It is the worst movie ever made. Worse than Nightmare on Elm Street Part 10 or 2010. Oh man, is the worst movie ever made? Really is. I challenge you guys to come up with a worst movie so we could review that.
Oh, they're out there. The character in The Auditor too. We both liked him.
Oh yeah. Which is crazy because he was the director. Like
yeah.
Pretty good acting for a director that did a whole lot of nothing.
I guess that he decided to take the role on himself for budget reasons, because you're going to have to be in the chair for hours and you get paid. Jerry, that's acting time while you're getting makeup. So he's like, I'll just sit in the fucking chair and direct this thing in makeup and then shoot my scenes.
And direct it while he's in makeup?
Yeah.
I bet he did that.
Yeah, he did. He actually did. Yeah. What's he going to do? Take a day off? He's still got to direct the other actors in the scenes he's even in. Might as well go for it. So yeah, I enjoyed that character. I wish we would have saw, like it's funny I say saw, pun intended, like in the Saw films, every now and then somebody actually beats a trap. It would have been cooler if this was longer and somebody.
This did have some Saw elements to it too. This one did.
If somebody would have successfully won one of those trials instead of getting out on a technicality.
Hold that thought. We got Tiki coming on with this.
Hey,
what's up, Tiki?
I haven't been live in a while. What's going on, guys?
What's up, brother?
Living the dream, my friend. Living shitty movie expert Tiki joining us.
I am a shitty movie expert. We know this.
You are an authority on this, on shitty movies.
But I have two really funny Paul T. Taylor stories. So when we booked him for Ohio TerrorCon, we thought, oh, it's Hellraiser. So we gave him the hottest person we had volunteer as his helper. She's a super cool girl. Awesome. Great lover. Not going to call her out because the story doesn't look too good on her. But she's like, oh, I want Hellraiser. I want Hellraiser. We're like, all right, you can be his thing.
Yeah.
And then she posted this long rant on Facebook about how she met the original Hellraiser. And she posted screenshots from the first one, like Doug Bradley. And this whole rant, and to this day, no one has had the heart to tell this poor woman she didn't meet Doug Bradley. So I was like, I can't kill her dreams, and she's hot, so I don't want to see her. Like you met the shittiest Hellraiser. I'm sorry.
He is not the shittiest Hellraiser. The guy in the last movie was.
No, Judgment Day is great.
Yeah.
But also, when I bought one of the puzzle boxes off Rick.
Yeah, well, off Michaela, but yes.
Yeah, but the table. And I remember walking it up to him, and I was like, hey, can you open this for me? And he couldn't. And I've never felt scammed more in my life. The fact that fucking Pinhead couldn't open my cube. And ever since the day I bought this cube off Rick, I still can't fucking open it. It is sat on my shelf, and I swear to God, every 2 weeks, I start yanking it and throwing it around. And I still can't open it, and neither could Pinhead. Those were the stories I had to tell.
That's some pretty good self-control, because I yank on it way more often than every 2 weeks.
I'm not talking about my Jimmy, but I gotta unlock my business. Stay cool, guys.
All right, the Tiki running. I love it. Love it. All right, and we got some comments over here. He says the worst movie for him will be See No Evil. Are you talking about See No Evil with Kane?
Yeah,
because I like that.
Either that or the one with James McAvoy from last year.
And I like that too.
I haven't checked it.
But I really liked the foreign version of that. The foreign version that was a remake of. It was Dutch or something.
So, anybody else got any positives, negatives, anything about this one?
I just like the mythology they tried adding into it. I thought that was kind of a cool twist, It's because I like stories where it's like demons and angels not working together, but I like the idea of the balanced truce kind of thing. You follow your rules, I follow mine kind of shit,
Right.
Kind of like how they don't fight on holy ground in the Highlander movie.
Right. Or what was it? I just lost it. Fuck. It'll come back to me. But yeah, pretty much what you're saying there.
Yeah.
So we'll compare this like we have done all the other ones to the other slasher greats.
Constantine. That's what I'm thinking, Ryan. They just
that's a good movie.
He's holding the cashier, or he's holding the guy who got dead, and they're just kind of looking at each other, because they're not really supposed to intervene, so to speak.
Yeah.
So is this movie better than Jason X?
Hell no.
Not a chance. Not a chance. What about you?
I haven't seen Jason X since theater, so I can't give you my opinion on that.
All right, fair enough. There's not a 10th Nightmare on Elm Street. There's not a 10th Texas Chainsaw. Was there a new Texas Chainsaw since the Netflix one? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
There's one allegedly in production. All right, so 10th Halloween movie would be the
Rob
second
Zombie's Halloween.
Oh yeah, Judgment's way better than H2. I'm sorry.
I think it might be too, man. I think I might.
I'm gonna go no on that one.
You like the second Rob Zombie movie better?
I like the second Rob Zombie Halloween better than the first Rob Zombie Halloween, and so do you. We covered that.
Yeah.
When we ranked them.
Yeah, I didn't at first, but then when we went back, I did.
I just like how brutal he is in it, and it just is over the top. The kills are just insane.
Yeah. All right.
Still don't like Rob Zombie, but I think that's actually my favorite.
Yeah, the McAvoy one is Speak No Evil, not See No Evil. Yeah, Speak No Evil was really good.
See No Evil.
Yeah, so he was talking about the Kane movie, which I think Kane was great in it. I think Kane's a natural, like, one of those guys. I think he could have played Michael Myers or Jason in a movie.
So I'm gonna grade this one. That would be Hellraiser Judgment, aka Part 10.
One more to go.
I'm gonna go a straight D.
It's a D. All right.
Bruce,
what say you?
Which still means it's worlds better than the one before.
Yeah, worlds better.
I'll give it a D plus because I mean, comparing it to the other one, and then again the mythology aspect. I thought the Auditor was cool, and there's some pretty gory shit in there. So I would like to see where they could have gone after this one, after what happened to Pinhead at the end. They made they made him human, you guys know. So I would like to see what happened with that.
I would have. I think it's a D for me as well. A D. I wasn't mad about it. There were some things to really like, some things not to like. I didn't write down the budget for this one, but probably next to nothing.
Yeah, I think it probably was a bigger budget than the one before it.
The one before it, you know how when you go on IMDb and it'll have like the category, whatever the movie is, the genre, and then like subgenres of it. The first thing it says in that one is B horror.
Yeah. Sure.
Like it's that bad that it's listed as B horror. Not horror, then B horror, but B horror.
It sure felt like it.
It was so bad. I've seen fan films that were a million times better than that other one. I've seen fan films that were better than this one. Not many, but
I will also give the makeup and effects their due in this one as well. Because even in 9, I thought they were actually decent. In this, they were pretty good. Because remember, the director has a makeup and effects background. In fact, he's done makeup and effects for
Marvel movies
and more than half the Hellraiser films before it too.
Oh, really? Okay, good. Yeah.
Which probably explains why the Pinhead looks a lot better. I think he used to work on Doug Bradley's makeup in some of the old ones. Don't quote me.
He added some new things to the Pinhead, like the thing in the back of his head and something on his suit. I mean, it really didn't change him enough where it was like, oh my God, what are you doing? But changed him enough where, like it looked sleeker and cooler for some reason.
Yeah, and they got the voice as good as they could.
As good as they can, yeah. All right, so we got one more to do with this. We were going to do something different next week, but both of my ideas got stolen in the last week. You can believe that?
Oh, I can believe it.
Stolen because nobody knew we were doing them. No. But I had the idea to do 1980. Death Curse Society is going to be covering 1980 on Monday, so tune in for that. That'll be fun. We're going to still do it. We're just going to put it off for a while, so it's not because I know we have a lot of the same audience that they have. And then we wanted to do the Final Guys episode and the Bloody Essentials debuted their episode for this week, and that's what it was. And I know that they didn't steal the idea from us because they recorded their stuff months ago.
About 2 months out.
Yeah, so this has been in the can for a while for them too. So
I shot with them.
Timing.
I shot with them 6 weeks ago, and my episode comes out 2 weeks from today.
Yeah, and we'll definitely hype that on the page when it does come out. I've heard it and I thought it was pretty cool.
I haven't heard it back yet.
That was about you guys did the Kevin Bacon movie. What is it?
Stir of Echoes.
Stir of Echoes. Yeah, I can't remember the name. I know the movie.
She edits it, which is cool. But I'm sure, like on the Patreon, if they put out the completely unedited thing, like that,
they do.
Oh, they do.
They do on there. Yeah, that's what I heard.
Oh, okay, so I'm sure the episode that the world will hear won't be quite as good. Because some of that stuff absolutely had to get cut out for YouTube, as you heard it. So
yeah. Well, join their Patreon and you can hear all those early and often. It's really cool.
Hear me be more naughty than I am on here. If that's
all
possible.
Right. So I don't know if we're gonna do a palate cleanser episode next week. There's a movie coming out this weekend. Skill House.
Yeah.
Anybody interested in seeing that?
I don't know what it is.
I don't either, but 50 Cent produced it, and some of the Saw guys wrote it.
It's an influencer Saw movie. It looks pretty good.
James Wan involved in it?
No.
Oh, okay. If he was involved in it, I'd be there day one.
It's one of those ones that are very limited release. This theater this day, this theater the next day. It's not on every theater, so you'd have to go on the Fandango and find the time to watch it. I think I'm gonna go Sunday.
My favorite horror-ish film of the year so far was like that. So
yeah, me too.
My top two were like that.
Ugly Stepsister was great.
Yeah, and Jenny Penn was also like that.
Yeah. Well, Jenny Penn was on more screens than these two.
I'm sure.
Not much more, but more.
But not for long.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a for a long movie.
But it was here for a good time, not for a long time.
What's that, Brewster?
The virtual stepsister.
The Ugly Stepsister.
Ugly Stepsister. Gotcha.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, you need to. It's on.
No, I had a virtual movie night with someone when we watched it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say if you don't have Shudder, I will get you my login gimmick so you can watch.
Oh, it's on there.
Yeah, it's on there.
Okay, I'm gonna rewatch that eventually.
Yeah, I want to watch it with my daughter so bad, but there's that scene, and I'm like, I'm not gonna it's just a little too much to watch with my sons. Yeah, I can get away with watching it with them. I'm not.
That's a bummer too, because other than that, I bet you'd really enjoy it.
I bet you it'd be one of her favorite movies. I might have to just time it out and block her face because that's what I did. We watched Sinners last night on Max, and there's a couple naughty parts in there,
not like that though.
Nothing like that, but I threw a blanket over her head, went la 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 la. And Leah says, yes, that movie owned. Hell yeah. Yeah, hell yeah.
Come the first week of January, we're going to be talking about that movie a lot.
Oh yeah, we are. When we do our word show, it's both of those movies. I don't know which one you were talking about. If you were talking about The Ugly Stepsister or about Sinners, but both of them are going to be nominated for
Jenny Penn, all three of them.
We'll have to have Leah come on and talk about that one. That's what I watched it with. We'll have to have her.
With The Ugly Stepsister?
Yeah, we watched it together. We'll have to have her come on here.
Yeah, we can do that.
We already covered it long form.
Yeah, but we did. Yeah, we did. We already did cover that. But we can always do little clips for the YouTube channel too.
Yeah,
we'll be live. We can always do that. She's cleaning, but her Ugly Stepsister, I think. It was amazing. I'm so glad I got to see it. It ended up playing before I did the con. I was working at the con. It ended up playing early that morning, and as soon as I seen it was playing, I rushed home, grabbed my wife, rushed to the movie theater, checked it out, and I
saw it the night before on the way to the airport.
Good stuff. All right, so I don't know what we're gonna do next week. You guys got something you want to do next week?
We'll talk about it off the air.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Okay. Well, on that note, if you haven't already switched over, go watch Cinenerds, go watch Rumble with the Dive, and see us next week. I don't know what we're going to be doing. And again, everybody that ordered shirts, thank you very much. Your shirts are in the mail. Should be getting them any day now. Let me know when you do. I'm going to be adding some new stuff to the thing. Ryan's going to be putting some some handmade masks that he made and painted himself on the page to raise money for his move. And he's not leaving us. He's going to be doing it live and direct from Florida.
Or wherever I may roam.
Or wherever he may roam. Absolutely.
Nomad, vagabond, call me what you will.
Yeah, there you go. Did you catch the Black Sabbath concert?
I caught it later. I saw a video of it.
Good stuff. Did you see that, Brewster? The Black Sabbath?
No, I missed that one. I didn't catch.
Yeah,
that.
he played like 4 or 5 tunes.
I was playing it through StreamYard, and I sent the link to a couple people. They could just drop in and watch it. But I think that they distorted the audio when it was going out, because when I listened to my car, it sounded weird. Listening on my computer while it was playing, it sounded perfect. But when I got in my car, because I left it recording and got in my car and I logged in the car, it sounded bad. So I don't know if it was bad all the way, but I'll double check the audio. And if it sounds good, I'll send it to you and you can check it out. It's not the whole thing.
It's worth seeing because it's the last time, you know. And it's not like a Kiss thing. No, it's definitely the last time. They're not going to
after seeing him, yeah, you know it. He kept trying to stand up, and you just couldn't. It was just heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's not like
$90 million in ticket sales.
Oh, I bet.
The average ticket price was $47.50, and allegedly, I don't know this for a fact, but I seen a report somewhere from a source that isn't like a great source. They donated all the ticket sale money to charity. I hope that's true, because they made an additional $150 million from streaming.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
So, they definitely could have made money. And I got a feeling Sharon's going to find a way to sell this later, either by like DVDs or.
The Blu-ray will be out.
I'll buy it. It was a great concert. Only person that sucked was Axl Rose. He was awful.
Really?
Awful, dude.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it is unfortunate. His voice just wasn't there that night. And I seen him live recently, and he was good. So
what blew my mind is he had nothing but kind words to say about everyone, actually, and he's usually the controversial guy, but he was very respectful about the whole thing. What blew my mind about things he said that night, that day, was the very first time he ever met Ozzy.
Yeah, I know. I thought that was kind of strange, too, for a guy.
You would have thought that that's not possible, that they wouldn't have met. But it's, yeah. So that'll be the one and only time he ever meets Ozzy, because Ozzy's done. Well,
done in the scene. He's gonna be around. Hopefully he's gonna live for a couple more years.
But but Axl Rose is gonna fly to his house. No, he's not gonna be on tour. They're not gonna butt heads or anything,
Yeah.
But that just blew my mind that Axl Rose never
meet
met
for
Ozzy.
dinner when he's in England. It could happen.
Yeah, never would have imagined that.
Right on. All right, you guys, got anything you want to add before we get the fuck out of here?
I got to get my ass back to work.
All right, yeah, sometimes I got to go back to work after this. That's today Ryan does.
Tonight I'm playing the Rick roll. I'm going to Rick roll you with some Rick Astley.
Right on. Well, on that note, I'm going to hit the thing.
We'll see everybody next week, and until then, there goes the neighborhood.